Yes, hello, and welcome to the Sess Video Show. Brand new installment of the Sess Video Show. This is a midday show. The other day, me and Silent Ant, we did a midnight show or early morning show. It was so late, it was early, like 4 in the morning. It was nice, so I decided let's see what feeling is like with a midday show. It ain't really even midday, it's 3 o'clock in the day, real fair. But you know, hood-wise, it's midday. We just getting up. If you hood, you just getting up right now. It's like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Most hood people go out at night and hustle and stuff at night, so, you know. But anyway, my guest tonight is the one and only Night Rida. Say what's up to the fans out there, man. Give me your handle.
Hey, Night Rida, Facebook, NITERYDER, Instagram Night Rida, same, but 22 at the back of it. Twitter Deuces Wild ENT 22.
All right. Well, on this show, brother, we talk about a little bit of everything. Some of that crazy shit, some of the regular, everyday shit. You know what I'm saying? And we just get everybody's point of view. Now, before we go any further, I want people to know, too. Tell them what you do. I mean, you gave me a handle. Tell them what you do. Who are you? Give us a short bio.
I'm an artist, make music. Night Rida, that's my stage name. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of music you make?
Whatever's popping. I make it pop.
All right, bet. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do is on the intro of this, I'm gonna play some of your music as we coming in the background, so they can get a little taste. That's how we gonna do that. But anyway, let's go right in. Let's go right in. So how about this one, brother? Especially being an artist, you should understand this from another point of view. So I'm gonna ask this question here: do you think is everyone equal? Do you think everyone is actually equal? You know how they say every man is created equal. Everybody, well, we made from the same stuff inside, I would say. But do you think everyone is equal?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Everybody equal, but they just got differences. That's all.
Okay, good point. I can see where you're coming from that. Well, I think the latter. I think everyone is not equal. And I think that's what makes the world what it is. I think everyone has their own strengths in different directions, but we're not all equal in certain things. If we're all equal, we could all do exactly what each other could do. And although people say that, we can't all do exactly what each other can do. We can't all do what the other can do.
Yeah, that's true.
We have the potential, but hell, a rock has the potential to do anything that one of us can do. It has the potential, but that don't mean it'll ever happen. So in my opinion, that doesn't mean we should treat people differently, because part of being better or even lesser is understanding that I am better or lesser than some or others.
Right.
Just my opinion. So you still don't need to tear anybody down for that. There's some people that's just going to be created to do things like mathematical things that can take us to other planets, while there be some people that the creator put on this planet that they'll be the thinkers that'll think us there. They can't build it, but they can think the shit out of everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to me, those two people are not equal. They're very different.
Yeah, they different. Everybody got a difference. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? He was just
you got ball players.
Right.
And you got football players.
Right.
You got boxers and swimmers. You know what I'm saying?
I think most people are great. I would even say all people are great. I think all people are great. That's a distinction we give each other that I think we shouldn't either. That I'm great or she's great or that's great. No, I think all people are great. But now when you get into talk about greatness, it can be something different. Do all people display greatness?
No.
But I think all people are great.
True.
I mean, I have a funny belief in mankind. So I see humanity a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, people like to commend, like when September 11th, for example, happened, people commended all the people that went and saved people that was coming out of them buildings. But to me, I'm like, hey, that's every day. People are people. That's what people do. We'll cuss each other out, but when it comes to some calamity, that same motherfucker you was cussing out, you're not gonna just watch a plane drop out of the sky. You want him? You still gonna be like, hey, get the fuck out the way.
Yeah, right.
That's only humane. You dig me?
Yeah.
So to me, you know, like how they say we're not gonna give you credit for doing what you're supposed to do when it comes to raising your kids.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna give you credit for doing what it's supposed to do when you come to being a human being. You're supposed to do that.
Yeah, but when it come to raising the kids nowadays, you know, they got these dumbass laws, all these new laws. You know, when we was growing up, we ain't had these laws. You know, our mom and dad used to whip our ass.
No, they had them laws there. They was there, but our moms and dads didn't give a fuck. That's the only difference. Plus, they ain't have so much way for that information to get to you so quick for it to scare you the way it does now. If you think about it, information is good and bad at the same time. It is truly a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it is.
Because you'll get information, and although you wanted to know, some of the information you get is fucking terrifying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think right now, as a parent, if you think about disciplining your kid or taking something away from your kid, it's quick for you to remember something you read online somewhere because this information is privy to you. It's easy for you to see and come across right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be like that. It's going to be like that. You know what I mean? So,
Daddy, can you maybe send me when we're finished?
yeah, I will.
Hey, see, talking about the kids. Love them. Gotta love them.
All right, yeah, now, I'm coming at you a little bit as a rapper.
All right.
But my questions, this one in particular, is going to cut right at y'all style, the way y'all do shit. You dig me?
Yeah.
So how about, what do you know about diamonds?
About what?
Diamonds. Ice.
Ice?
Diamonds.
Oh, man, I know a lot about that. Me, I don't rock it. You know what I'm saying? That's not my style. But I know a lot. I had it back in the past.
You sure yeah, I'm about to say that because you're a rap artist. You rappers and diamonds, man. You guys have a solid contract like black people and chicken.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, they want to shine. They want to bling. You know what I'm saying?
Well, do you know what makes diamonds so valuable?
The cut. No, not the cut. What makes it valuable?
You don't know what the legend is on diamonds, why they're so valuable?
No.
They're supposed to be valuable because they're rare.
Yeah, but everybody got them now, so they ain't rare.
They wasn't never rare.
Right.
They wasn't never rare, y'all. There is so much diamonds, and nowadays, man even knows how to make diamonds. There is so much diamonds, man. Do you know the diamond engagement bracelet, the diamond engagement ring, was created by a company that still exists today?
Yeah, what's the name of it?
What was the name of this diamond company? They still sell diamonds today. It's a popular company that sells diamonds today.
Not the diamond company, is it?
Is it the diamond company? It may be the diamond company. I think it may be the diamond company. Well, they started a propaganda thing way back in the 50s or 60s or something.
Yeah.
And diamonds used to be something that they created it to sell to rich women. They created the concept, sold it to rich women so that rich men would buy the diamonds for their engagement arrangements.
Right.
And it sold really well. It sold so well that the poor women saw it and took it as a marker of love from a poor man.
Right.
And had these men going out to buy the diamonds. See how well propaganda can work sometimes?
Yeah.
And that is a true-to-life story. So diamonds have never been rare, but they sold it under the pretense of it being rare.
Yeah,
But-
they definitely did.
Right. Now, the problem in that is, try to tell that to a woman you want to get married to. See how many women go, I still want my diamond. They don't give a fuck. It's wrapped in.
Yeah,
It's one of
they
the
don't
best
care.
propaganda jobs ever done.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't.
They want theirs. They want shine too.
And it works so well, it's planet wide.
I was just looking into that, last night. Because I looked at this lady hand and she had a band on. It wasn't no diamond in there, nothing. So I was like, what's that about? So I Googled it. it meant the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it means a replacement. Means the husband gotta put another diamond on that finger.
A diamond company. That concept came from that diamond company. Crazy, right? But it's true talk, man. But look how good a job they did with a commercial idea, with a propaganda idea from way back, like way back.
Yeah, and they still cooking.
Yep, it did a great job.
Yeah,
I mean,
they making this.
I need to find a way.
I ain't mad at them though. You know, I just want parts.
That's what I was about to say. I want to find a way to stage this show and sell it like that.
I just want parts. Give me parts.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? They give me 10%. I'd be good with that. You know, because they shares high as shit.
Yes, sir.
So 10%, I'm set.
All right, so I got another topic here. What do you think about this? So we were talking last time on our show, and we hit a point where somebody said something, and I made a note to have it as something I'm going to talk about. And I guess I'm going to talk about it a few times because I still want to get more people's input in it.
Right.
But do you think men pay for love?
Do I think men pay for love?
Yeah, in the scheme of things. Do you think how it works, at least even right now in history, do you think us as men, we buy love, we pay for love?
I can't really say we pay for it, but we do come out of our pockets a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I ain't going to say pay for it because
It doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that sound like you tricking. You paying for love. It's like paying for pussy.
But isn't that...
But it got to be genuine.
But I'm keeping it 100 though. Isn't that what's going on right now? Although no one might like to hear it, consider this. You go to school
Right.
to get a good education.
Right.
You get the best education you can to provide yourself a good life. I mean, this is the way it's supposed to go, right?
Yeah.
You provide yourself a good life, you look nice, you dress nice, you're healthy and everything to attract a mate.
Right.
Now, both men and women share that same story up until that point. Now, the woman gathers wealth and things to take care of herself
Right.
until she meets a mate. Then continues to share his wealth and gather her wealth herself. Because we know most women want their independence, so they want their own bank accounts and all that type of shit, which is nothing wrong with that.
No.
But just listen to the breakdown, though. So now we did all of that as men so we can meet a mate. But once we meet the mate, our job is to spend the money we save or we make to take care of them. And to save more money, have it in the background so if anything, she can be taken care of. But all along, she's taking care of herself and saving her money. So the game never changed for her. So doesn't that sound like a commodity to you?
Yeah.
When you put it in those terms, it's a commodity. It's something that you pay into, you pay down on. And if you don't keep up with it after a period of time, it's going to kick you in the ass for not keeping up with payments. Real rap. Real rap. Your subscription gets canceled if you don't keep up with payments. I mean, tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm saying something wrong. When you word it that way, just coldly, that's what it is.
Yeah,
how often do you meet a woman? I mean, think about it. Even in the meeting process. When you meet a woman, especially when we talk about our own black women,
Right.
when you meet a woman, you better look right. You better be right.
Got to.
You got to look right.
Got to.
So you already spent money on her before you even met her. In a sense.
From the door.
Before you even met her, you spent money on her in a sense. So now when you meet her, you ask her for your number. Say we in a public place, you ask for a number, you get a number. You call her and all. Now you ask her out.
Right.
A lot of chicks ain't going to want to hear we going Dutch. They see you a certain way already. Even if they go, they already see you like, this nigga cheap. Like,
Right.
Dutch. I mean, I got it, but I mean, you feel me?
Yeah.
And you know when they repeat the story to their girlfriend, they might show a good face like, oh, no, that's cool, that's cool. But when they repeat the story to their girlfriend, it's going to be a pause with it like, oh, no, we weren't Dutch. It's going to be a little pause with it first. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to laugh at it, understandably, but they're going to laugh at it, and then they're going to continue. But that little pause shows you. Even though I'm hypothetically speaking, I'm pretty sure If she talks to 4 of her girlfriends, at least one of them is going to have that pause like, Dutch kind of niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what they want. That's not what they're looking for real, for real. That's not what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't see that. If we tell our man we went Dutch and she was cool with it, your man is like, really? Yeah, she got friends? That's what we looking for.
Yeah.
All right, now let me elaborate a little more. Yeah. So now you get her to go out on a date with you. You went out with her and you spent money. You bought dinner. You took her to the movies. You paid for whatever the fuck she trying to do, whatever. And your night is like at an end now. But at the end of the day, she goes home with basically the same money she came there with. And you go home having dropped at least $150 on the night. Gotta save up to take the girl out on a date. All she gotta do is say, yeah, I'll go.
Right.
You gotta save up. Women don't never take us out on a date, not until you've been with them. And then they take you out on the date. No, but in the scale of things, it's like...
No, I'm going to stop you there. Because I had a female take me out on a date.
But that's not the norm.
No, it ain't.
At all.
It really ain't. But I had, she took me out.
Yeah, I'm not knocking that. There's always exception. Anything you talk about, there could be an exception. I'm not knocking that. But that's not the norm. And there's a mentality that comes with that to even create a woman that'll do that. They have to have a certain mentality.
Yeah, that's true, too.
That's not the norm.
It's not.
But it should be the norm. It should be the norm even that women see a guy they like, they approach the guy, ask the guy number and all of that, and take the guy out. But women see that, it's like a woman asking a man to get married. They look at that as something wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
You know what I mean? But...
No, I really don't. No, I don't.
All right, man. I was sitting there thinking about it one night, and it looks to me like we pay for love.
Oh, I don't see it as paying for love.
The way things are set up right now, man, we pay for love.
I don't
People,
see it.
men in America is just in denial. We all pay for love, and the women are brainwashed into believing that they come at a financial price. And I don't mean like emotional. I mean like a money price. They believe that they come at a certain price. They're all worth a number price. No. I swear there's a mentality there.
I don't know, man.
I mean, think about it. I'll give you another angle.
I am thinking about it. See, I don't see us paying for love. Because, like I said before, paying for love is like paying for pussy. No, that shit got to be genuine. It got to be. You know what I'm saying? Love is genuine. You can't pay for love.
I agree.
Some motherfuckers try, and that's what they feel at. You know what I'm saying? That shit got to come from the heart.
I think they fell because they couldn't keep up with the payments. That's all I think it is.
No, yeah. They fell because they was trying to pay for this shit, and they got expensive.
I think on a deeper level, they fell because you're not supposed to pay for it. But someone has tricked us all into believing that's the way it is. Because listen, man, you cannot, in America especially, you cannot be in love with anybody without no finance.
No.
She will leave.
Hold on.
She will leave.
I'm not saying.
You can't love no woman and tell her, I don't care about money. I don't care. What?
No, I'm not saying that we don't come out of our pockets, because we do. But trying to pay for love or trying to pay to keep the chick.
But that's what it is. When you get with her, all right, spend your money now, and then you get with her. Try not taking her out nowhere. Try not spending no money like that afterwards and see what happened to your ass. Well, you'll be the woman for 10, 20 years, and she don't have to spend a dime on you, because that's not what we're looking for. I'm keeping it 100. I'm putting the women on check right now because there's something true about the females. Feel me?
Right.
There's always an exception, so don't nobody message in talking about I'm not like that. Give me a scenario with like number proof. Shit that you could tell me where, well, these group of women or these race of women or something. Don't message me talking about I'm not and my girlfriend isn't. No. There's always an exception, and sometimes people is doing something they don't even realize they doing it.
Right.
And this is one of the things I think is going on in America, and people don't even realize it. I mean, think about it. We pay for love so much that there's industries dedicated to it.
Yeah.
What is the card industry? The gift cards and the cards.
The gift cards and the cards.
Well, not the gift cards, like the holiday greeting cards and shit.
Yeah, that's money.
That's an industry based up on what?
Yeah, finance.
No, on the idea of love, on the idea that some corporate person sold on what love is. I'm just talking about a topic nobody ever talked about, so it's a brand new topic. In fact, that's what I'm gonna head the show with. Think about what I'm saying for real, for real. This whole business is set up on what we believe love truly is. We say what love is, but do we really live that? What we live is something different. It's a deep brainwashing no one sees, yo. It's done so well nobody sees it. Just consider what I'm saying for a minute.
Yeah,
Try to. You remember the red pill and the green pill?
Yeah.
You took the green pill. So just try to imagine that strange feeling Neo was going through when he was waking up in that cage with all them wires and shit out his neck. That's what's happening to you right now. I'm pulling you out of the matrix, dog. So consider what I'm saying, though. What you described is what love is supposed to be.
Right.
But be honest with yourself. Do you or anyone else you know live by those real standards? So,
I don't know.
with the true raw truth, you have to admit, and that's what I reach. We pay for love.
I can't agree with that.
Listen, man, have some kids with a woman and y'all ain't got no money and see if that bitch don't get out. She like, look, I love you and all, but love, you got to pay for some of this love. I mean, even just a little bit of the love, you got to pay for some of it.
Hold on.
You in denial. See, you shaking it up. You can't even find the words because your logic brain is telling you, you know what? This is some bullshit. But, you know what I mean? Your illogical is like, nah, man, fuck that. Nah. I'm telling you.
Hold on.
Right now, if you was a machine, you would be like, did not compute, did not. I'll be fucking you up right now, dog.
No, cause I got a child. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be trying to hit my baby, man. I got money.
But are y'all connected in that way? Does she ask you for anything?
No, I shut that off.
But
She can't get it.
But
only my son can.
but you're proving the same point.
What
You
point?
turned off that faucet. Now, let me ask you this question. When you turned off that faucet, did you not see a change in how she dealt with you?
No.
She didn't change. She stayed the exact same way she always was.
Oh, crazy.
Oh, well, if she was always crazy, then, you know,
right.
well, yeah, okay, that makes
Right.
sense. That makes sense. And I mean, but yeah, though, dog, I mean, that's what I realized, man. And it's even in our storybooks. It's something we learn as little kids. Aladdin, look what he did to get the princess, remember? He lied about being a goddamn prince.
Say loud about being a prince.
And it wasn't... After she
true.
found out he wasn't a prince, he
Right.
still had the genie. So he still had wealth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She didn't find out he wasn't a prince and then he ain't had nothing. But we'll take a woman just like that. The prince and the pauper. We'll take a woman just like that. We'll meet a woman and go, oh, she's so beautiful. This pussy's so good. I love her. And forevermore, we don't care if she don't cook. We don't care if that bitch don't clean.
Nah, fuck that.
We'll say that initially, but let her look good enough.
She better cook and clean. Got the game shot. I don't give a fuck how good them yams is.
I hear you again, but again,
Cause if you ain't cleaning, that means you dirty.
I hear you again, but again, this is
and
one
if
of
you
them
ain't
topics
cooking-
that everybody's brainwashed about to me. Because consider, who's the baddest bitch you could think of off the top of your head right now?
The baddest bitch.
Yeah, anywhere on the planet. Just give me a name of somebody.
I don't know, cause I seen a lot of bad bitches.
All right, well, the baddest bitch you could think of, the biggest ass, nicest titties, all that you could ever think of, is going to give you the draws on a regular. If she says to you, all I'm going to do is fuck you and suck your dick, though, I'm not doing nothing else, I guarantee you're not going to tell that bitch no.
You're fucking right.
You're going to clean out your Rolodex for the time that she's there. You're going to go to the market when she says she hungry. You're going to wash them panties when she say they dirty.
No.
Shit, dog. Niggas be in denial. 'Cause when you talk that shit out, it don't sound right. But when you in the privacy of your own home,
Yeah.
the rules change.
Yeah.
Cause you're gonna be thinking, look, I ain't gotta beat my dick and I can fuck this bad bitch. I'm talking about my niggas is driving by looking at this bitch like, damn, and I get the fucking, all she wanted is for me to wash these thongs out. Let me wash these fucking thongs out real quick. And you gonna wash them thongs so you can go fuck that pussy.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'ma scrub them bitches.
Feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
So all I'm saying, man, is that we pay for love, man, but it's not something people like to admit. Women don't want to admit it because it makes them look away, and men don't want to admit it because it makes us look like we tricking.
Man, listen.
But we pay for love.
No.
All right, well, I like that optimistic point of view that you have, just keeping up there. You know what I'm saying? They'll write a lot of books about you. They'll spread your concept like they do religion.
Yeah, well, I hope they cut me a check. They write the book. 10%. That's all I want. Keep the stocks up. That's it.
All right, this is one of my favorite questions too, man. Here's another topic for you. So, Knight Rider, what do you think about aliens? You think little green men or blue men is really out there?
You're fucking right. Hey,
Think so?
listen, right? I seen some shit.
Really?
Through the nights. Yeah.
Tell me share.
Yeah, real shit. Shit. Like flying through the sky, but it dispersed. It come down. You know,
Really?
like a falling star. You ever seen a falling star?
Yeah, I
before?
have.
Yeah, I seen a lot of
But it don't disperse. I never seen one disperse.
Yeah,
I seen a falling star just as a streak.
no, them
Just real quick.
Nah,
As soon as you see it, it's pretty much
motherfuckers
gone.
dispersed. I seen that shit like 3 times. Yeah.
And I can see
Some
why
shit
people.
froze.
I see why people say it's good luck when you see one. I get it because when you see it, it's not the way you see it in pictures or in movies. In movies, they show you this big long line in the sky. It's not like that. When you see a falling star, it's literally a streak that, as you see it, is erasing itself. So you see the front streak, but the back of the streak is light fading real quick. So it's like a quick blip.
Oh,
It's really just like that, like blip.
street. Ain't no street. It's a falling star.
No, I mean what it looks like. At least that's what it looked like to me. It just looked like a line in the sky real quick, like bloop.
Yeah, it's a line in the sky. But the front part be fat.
Yeah, I know. That's how you saw it? You saw all that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see all that.
Yeah, that shit was close.
I
The
didn't see
last
all
one I
that.
seen, it was close. That was last year when I seen that one. The other two was a couple years back.
Oh, I thought you was going to say you saw some UFOs or some shit,
Nah, fuck that. If I seen some UFOs, I keep that to myself. They
Mom-
be trying to run motherfucking all types of
Tests and
tests and shit on me. Fuck that.
My only question about the UFOs is why they only fuck with white people? That's if they real, my only question is why they only fuck with white people.
Man.
It ain't no niggas on the airways talking about, and then the UFO came down. No. It ain't no niggas talking about the UFO took me up with them. No.
They definitely don't.
I mean, truly speaking, off the top of my head, I can only think of two. There's this one dude that says he can summon UFOs. He lives in Jersey. He's one of them black cultural studying kind of people. And he was on the news. He did hold his hands up like this and was praying and shit. And the newscaster and the cameraman did see something in the sky, which they did film, and they did bring it to the news station, which is on YouTube. So there is a man, and he did it more than once. It has happened with him more than once. So there is a man, though, that allegedly or supposedly he can summon UFOs, a black guy. He even does it from his backyard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a real thing. If that's true, I haven't seen any debunk on it so far, and I don't know the guy, so I'll have to say that if that's true.
Right.
But allegedly there's someone that can do that. There's the first reported account, I believe it is, the first written down account of UFO abductions and meeting aliens was a unisex couple, a black and white couple. The woman was white, the man was black. And they both tell a story about being abducted and probed and tested and all this stuff.
Probed and tested.
Huh?
Who?
This couple. This was like in the 50s or the 60s.
They made a movie about that shit.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Well, that's supposed to be true.
Yeah. They made
But
a movie about that.
but as much as I can remember ever looking, and I have looked, I can only remember like 2 people that's black people that's ever been abducted or anything like that by UFOs that even seen it. So either we not talking about it,
right,
or it's not happening to us like that. So why? Why is they only fuck with white people and Spanish people? The UFOs love the Spanish people.
Hey, the chupacabra.
Real rap.
You ever seen one of those?
Yeah. In Mexico, they fucking love the Mexicans, yo.
Like a motherfucker.
They love the Mexicans so much, they come over there in like groups of hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never seen, they call it a cluster.
Yeah.
A UFO cluster.
Right.
That be in Mexico.
Yeah, you definitely do. I know.
They like the Europeans, and they slide by the Europeans. You see 1 or 2, a little group of 4 or 6.
Yo.
But in Mexico, they like them so much, they come in clusters of hundreds.
Right. How about the designs in the cornfield and all that shit?
Yeah, the crop circles. That's a whole other thing. Yo, you want to hear something funny to me? This is what I think. I heard this concept somewhere, and I can't quite remember who I heard it from. And I'm not even sure if that was their concept or what I came up with after I heard their concept.
Right.
And the person was saying, they were talking about the power of the human consciousness, the power of the thought and the mind. And they were saying, pay attention to how certain things happen on this planet that causes everyone on the planet to focus on this certain place or the certain thing. Do you know that there's a great amount of energy pointed in that area at that time when people do that? For example, if there's some kind of great effect like what was going on in Saudi Arabia when he set the oil on fire and everybody was watching on the news, the fact that everybody's thinking about it and viewing it at the same time, it creates a certain kind of energy, a lot of it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if that's true, you know what I was thinking? I thought to myself, what if the crop circles only exist because we want them to?
Right.
Over time, they got more and more sophisticated. But why would they get more sophisticated if the UFOs that brought them here were always more sophisticated than us? If the UFOs are just putting them here, they couldn't have come up with a sophisticated way to do it the way they did it the way they're doing it now. They couldn't have come up with that way back then. If you see the accounts of crop circles from back in the day, they don't look like that. They're not so neatly cut and all of that. Man. So I have a feeling that
don't nobody
universally,
know how aliens look. You know, they come up with their own theory. Nobody know how they really look unless they really seen it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers said they seen it, but they really didn't see it. They just trying to get paid. But at the end of the day, they be high the rest of their life.
Mm-hmm.
All them tests.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like 1,000,001. 1 in a million tests they run over you. You're a straight guinea pig. They digest you, dissecting you, they flipping you, they doing all types. When they done, you SpongeBob.
All right, brother. I feel that. In the interest of our time is dwindling. I ain't got too much time with you. I know you're a busy man. You told me you had shit to do today. So here we go. This is the final question we talk about real quick. Do you think people live in their heads?
Do they live in their heads?
Yeah, what I mean is like, do you think people see themselves in a way that they probably really aren't? Like when you look at me, you see me, right, and you see certain things about me. Right. But I might not see myself that way because when I look at myself in the mirror, right, I visualize myself another way, and I don't see certain things about myself. So I can only see myself a certain way. I live in my own head. Right. Do you think most people live in their heads?
Some people do. I know that for a fact. Some people, they definitely do. They definitely be in their head.
I think most people live in their heads.
Yeah.
Like, let me show you an example of how and why. All right.
Go ahead.
I'm a deep thinking like that, dog. Remember, I'm pulling you out of the matrix right now. You waking up in that tub of slime. You got the wires. The wire's still connected to you, but it ain't no feed coming in no more. All right. All right. Consider this. The fact that we even accept to live as a group of people in a world with boundaries on the land that we live and grow our children on shows the deep rootedness of brainwashing set in each person on this planet.
Brainwashing?
Brainwashing.
It's a lot of that going on.
Consider. Someone took a study and realized that people live in their heads. So in your head, in your mom's head, in your grandparents' head, and the people way before them, they placed an idea. The land you live on has a price, monetary value, money value, that it has boundaries. That although you can't see them, if you like the land you live on, you shouldn't cross these boundaries. Because if the land across the boundary is going to be any worse than the land you're already on. And I mean, in some cases it can be. But I mean, there's always an exception. That's not the point. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
But consider that. And most people agree to believe in and adhere to that rule. Why? There's no reason to more than someone got into the world that you created in your head and convinced you the world that they created in their head should be the way you govern the world in your head. And anytime you go against that grain, they kill you. Show me where my logic is wrong.
Nah, I agree.
If you truly go against that grain and try to show people, hey, wake up, we don't have to follow and listen. Who says there's more us than it is them? They kill you. If they like you and think they can use you, they'll silence you. But if they see that they can't use you and you're digging too deep, they'll just kill you. All through history.
I believe it.
The number one propaganda they use to get all the good thinkers together is religion. And if they can use you, they pull you into the religion and move you into higher positions through or in the religion itself.
Right.
Or through religion, you get into higher positions. But if they can't use you, you stay at the bottom of the heap and they silence you, depending on who sees you and who's hearing you, or they just kill you. And that's just the truth.
Yeah.
Told you, man. I'm telling you, you coming out of the matrix right now, dog. I'm trying to show you, dog.
Shit deep. It's deep.
So yeah, people live in their heads. I think most people live in their heads.
People do live in their head.
People live in their heads.
Yeah, 'cause I be in mine sometimes.
So do I.
I be thinking like a motherfucker.
So do I.
Boy.
And you got to. I mean, I think it's a safety mechanism. You can't quite just walk around all day just completely open to the whole world.
Yeah, right.
You have to have a buffer, some kind of a barrier.
Yeah.
The world hurts too much. There's too much real serious shit going on. Like,
Yeah.
I was going to the store today yesterday to go buy my Dutch, right?
Right.
And on the way to the store, I see a man and a woman in an argument.
Right.
Now, the better part of me wants to go, hey, let the lady go. Take a break, brother. But the wiser part of me to the world we live in knows that that's not real.
Right.
We may say all of that, but it takes a lot to get mixed up in stuff like that. Because the very next step could very really be, this nigga go, what? Who the fuck you talking to? Turn around and pull a gun out, bang. Dig me? Now I'm on the news. Hero loved by many, shot, being good Samaritan. No, fuck that. So I had to make a decision in that moment, but I didn't like the decision. Hence is why I'm talking about it now. And I just chose to just and turn my head and leave it alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we have to live in our heads in this world. You know what I mean? In the world we in now. But the world we in now stems from those same people that tricked us into believing that we have boundaries and barriers on the lands that we live on.
Right.
I mean, look how deep brainwash goes in America alone.
Mm-hmm.
Consider this. We are negotiating free health care. How is any American negotiating free? Just consider the logic in that. If they don't have healthy people to govern, they don't have money or jobs to have.
Yeah, that's true.
So since you're going to fuck us and work us to death, the very least you can do, when you have a dog,
Right.
don't you have to have a license to have that dog?
Yeah, it's supposed to.
And how often are you supposed to take him to the doctors?
Every 3 months.
And when you take him to the doctors do every goddamn thing to make sure he's in the tip-top shape, right?
Yeah.
It ain't like that in this country. Why when you go to the doctors because your tooth hurt, they don't check your tooth and your blood pressure and your prostate and everything in one go and make sure you're in tip-top shape before they even send you back out. Think logically, man. People not thinking. People not thinking, man. People's not thinking. Real rap. You laugh at it, real rap. And it is funny. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just making a point. Think about it. And that's your dog. That's your dog.
But you right, though. I'm laughing because you right. But the way you said it.
The food your dog eat is healthier than most of the shit you pump in your body all day. Consider that. You would live longer if you ate dog food.
Ate dog food.
Think about it.
I don't know.
There's nothing in dog food you can't eat or digest. Think about it. Read the ingredients to dog food. There's nothing special in there for them. The commercials lie. Real rap. There's nothing special in there for them.
I know.
I'm gonna tell you how I know. As a Jamaican in Jamaica, we don't have dog. We have dog food, but you don't feed your dog food. You feed your dog what's left over from dinner.
Right.
Real rap. Bones and all.
Right.
In America, dogs don't eat bones.
Some of them do. Mine's do.
All right, good.
Yeah.
In the rest of the world,
Right.
dogs eat bones.
Yeah.
And I mean, dogs will go to the trash and eat only the bones.
Right.
In America, dogs don't really eat bones, dog. A dog will be in the street, look all scared and starve to death.
Yeah.
A Jamaican dog in America, you will never get that motherfucker to come back to your house, man. Cause he know trash day is every day. In America, trash day is every day somewhere. If you walk long enough, it's trash day somewhere every day.
Yo, you ain't never lied.
It's a true shit.
Yo,
I'm pretty sure the Puerto Rican dogs is like that too. You bring a Puerto Rican dog to America, you could never keep that motherfucker in the house.
No, you can't.
He know his dog pussy out there, and he know, and he know his food everywhere.
Yo,
You will see him every 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
He come home talking about, hey, cabron. Real rap, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, it's a fact.
Yeah.
So there's a certain level of brainwashing going on, man, here in this country, across the planet, but here in this country. I guess each country is different. It differs in the brainwash that they use. But if people unanimously wake up and realize, and I mean all people, like, you see the Border Patrol?
Yeah.
What if all the Border Patrols everywhere on the planet said, this is some bullshit here? Whose idea was this? What would happen?
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be some chaos.
Suppose every soldier, even in the ones in the midst of battles, somebody just said, stop, hold up, y'all, stop. This some bullshit. We let a whole other group of rich motherfuckers, they not busting no guns. They in their house.
Yeah.
Let's go get them motherfuckers. What would happen?
Yeah. You ain't going in their house.
It's just a thought. So, yeah, I think people live in their heads. I think people live in their heads. And the worlds that we living in our heads, I went through all of that to leave y'all with this thought. The world that we're living in our heads is fucked up. People is fucked up. When they say get your mind right, for real, get your mind right. Love your friends. First off, start by loving yourself.
Yeah.
Brother, I love you. Thanks for coming on the show. We're going to start there. Start by giving love, because you know how people walk around talking about what's the meaning of life, what's the meaning of life.
Right.
I'm going to be presumptuous and go there and say, I figured out the meaning of life.
Right.
The meaning of life is love.
Right.
Because if we love and we teach to love and honestly love, it breaks down every border. It get rid of every unfair treatment. It stops us from destroying the world. It'll make us all vegetarians. It'll make us all want to live longer and be healthier. No one will be depressed, because if you see somebody sad, you'll love them back into their better mind.
Yeah, that's true that.
So the key to life, the secret of life, the meaning of life is love. And love creates more life and extends life. So people learn to love. And I don't mean love that shoe that you put on. I don't mean love that car that you're driving in. I mean love the things that are tangible, real things that you can see that takes a breath of life every day.
Yeah.
Love the animals around you, the wind that blows and touches your skin, the people that walk by you that you don't know. Smile and say hello. We all in this together. When they fuck this planet up, it's us. We all in this together. And with that, Night Rider, thanks for joining the Sess Video Show for my midday presentation. People like and subscribe on the page. You know what I mean? Repost this video, get it out there. You dig me? When you hear a video from YouTube, man, follow it, follow the link. If it's on YouTube, like and subscribe. You know what I mean? Help a person get their thing moving. Some people found other ways to feed their kids. This is one of them. And this is what I do, you know what I'm saying? So you get it out there, let YouTube know that you like it by clicking like. When you click like, it puts it into the mainstream so more people can see this video and click like on it too, and it puts it further in the mainstream. That's how you got people coming straight from YouTube to TV now. Hell, matter of fact, do y'all know YouTube is about to crush the cable game? YouTube is about to change TV in a way that you've never seen before. We'll talk about that on one of the shows too. You know what I mean? We want to promote that a little bit because I think that's a great idea. You know what I mean? And damn, my fault. I had to take a quick intermission. If you've never heard of a person named John Titor, go look up John Titor. This is from the 90s. This is somebody that he claimed to come back in time and said he had a time machine. As crazy as it sounds. And he was online when the internet was still young in chat rooms and shit. And he said, I'll answer questions from people, you know, but it can't be anything that'll be beneficial that can change the world. But I'll answer basic questions, you know, like where your town come from, shit like that. So somebody asked him about TV and shit like that. So he said that in his time, TV is creator based. The world is different. So TV is done by like how YouTube is done. That's what TV is like for them. TV is done by anybody. It's not really centralized to a company anymore of such. It's done in such a way that anyone could do TV. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Yeah. So it's funny that he said that in the 90s. This is now 2017. And if this dude ain't real, he knew some shit that he was letting out because that's what we're doing right now. YouTube is talking about making it like that. So if you wanted to be a TV star, you no longer need to audition and all of that. You literally open up a YouTube page, and if you can make it pop, you're a TV star. YouTube wants to replace cable. The way you pay a cable bill, you're going to pay YouTube. But you're going to have access to everything, movies and YouTube at one time on your TV screen. That's going to crush the game. Think about it. When a music video drops, when an artist drops a music video on YouTube, it's going to be seen right then and there, now. Think about that. When a new movie comes out, it reaches the world today on YouTube. Understand me? Everyone can see that new movie today. If 900 billion people live on the planet and they all have a computer or a TV watching YouTube, they can see your new movie today. They can see your new content today in one go. Boom, just like that. Consider what that means for broadcasting now. But anyway, again, this is the Sess Video Show. Like and subscribe. Now, I mean, keep up with me. Thanks for joining me. I love the comments and the love that I'm getting. This is Sess Video. Bless to everyone out there. Love and peace. And I'm out.